I am a warrior. I am a fighter. I am a chronic illness survivor.
Conquering a recurring death race.
Prospering in any case. I am a warrior. I am a fighter. I am a sickle cell disease survivor. What's up, cellmates? Welcome back to another video. In this video, we are going to talk about being desensitized to our pain. Yeah. Being desensitized to our pain as sickle cell warriors. And I thought that this was a good topic because it's something that we don't really talk about. I kind of feel like we do downplay things a lot. We do downplay our pain. We do downplay like our symptoms and stuff like that. And not just that, even just deciding to stay at home and suffer rather than go to the emergency room. Now, we know why we do this. Going to the emergency room is more of a hassle. We get discriminated against. They perceive us as drug seekers and all of the above. So we would much rather stay at home and take our chances there than go to the hospital. Also, when I go to the emergency room is traumatic for me because I'm sitting here in my body having all this pain, like to the point I'm crying. Because usually if I go to the emergency room, it's real bad. Like I'm crying and everything. And I'm sitting here crying and I'm seeing people who just got a snotty nose going ahead of me when I was there before them. And it be making me feel like they not taking me seriously. They don't believe me. They don't think that I'm really sick. That's the stuff that be going through my head. Like,
It'll give you that.
they don't believe me. They don't think that I'm really sick. Like, and that adds to the stress that you already going through. And we should not be stressed out while we're having sickle cell crisis, because that just makes it worse. But I always feel worse coming from the emergency room. There, especially the last couple of times that I've been there. Was it always like that? No, because there were better doctors, and there were doctors who were more compassionate, more empathetic, and doctors who actually listened to you. But I feel like now, it's like after COVID, all of the compassion that was in the medical field has left.
It's because people just going for the money now. They see this. I can do this right here and get paid this much money right here. They don't have the passion. They don't got the love for what they do.
Now, I will say this, whenever I get admitted, but I just feel like it's pretty privileged too. I will admit that I feel like it's pretty privileged. Like when I get admitted, they treat me like I'm their daughter. Like the black nurses and stuff like that, the way that they are with me. But I kind of feel like they also like that with everybody. Well, I ain't gonna say everybody. I feel like they're like that with. They not that.
Like that with everybody.
They don't be like that with you.
No, they mess with me.
Okay.
Oh, you called me ugly?
It's pretty privileged.
So.
I mean, spade or spade is pretty privileged. But yeah, like the medical field just sucks. And it's almost like we don't have a choice but to be desensitized to our pain because they don't care about our pain.
You sure don't.
But I feel like that's something that we need to come out of, though. The downplaying it, because I even downplay it. Like they be like, "What's your pain?" Sometimes if I don't notice my pain that much, I'll say I'm not in pain. And it's not necessarily me lying or me trying to make it seem like nothing is going on. It's like I'm good. Like I'm good. I can function. I say I'm not in pain, even though I might still be in a little bit of pain. But it's not nothing that's gonna make me have to like sit down, lay down, whatever. I can still function with it, and it's not noticeable to me. But if I sit still, then I'm gonna feel it. But I feel like when it comes to the pain scale and sickle cell, our zero pain don't really be zero pain. It just be I can function with this. So I'm gonna say I'm not in pain or I'm not in pain. Like I'm not gonna mention a number. I'm not gonna mention a number 1 on the scale or a number 2.
I'll put it straight up. I'll say everything from 1 to 5 It's not mentionable. Not everything.
From 1 to 5? No, I'll say from 1 to 3.
Because I was about to say, like, wait, 1 to 3?
Because 5 can be crazy. 5 can be. Yeah. That's like a normal, like.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
It's like a normal, but it can also be crazy depending on what kind of pain.
I was gonna say also. Sometimes you have like from 5 to 6. Well, not 5 to 6, but 5 to 10. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, because pain is different. You have like stabbing pain, you have burning pain, you have throbbing pain, you have the funny bone pain, and that right there, I don't care what level that is. That could be level 1, that could be level 2. That pain, it'll have you restless too. Cause I remember one time I was having funny bone pain. I didn't even realize it was a sickle cell crisis. I tell my mom, I was like, I keep feeling like my blood not circulating. Because that's what it feels like. When your blood not circulation and you got that like fuzzy feeling. That's how I felt. And I was like, hold up. I'm having a sickle cell crisis. And I came back and told her like, I'm having a crisis and I didn't realize it. Like I thought, you know, that my blood wasn't circulating or whatever. But then when I thought about it, I'm like, this is a sickle cell crisis. Or whatever. That funny bone pain ain't no joke though. Is you be restless, you like it ain't no joke. Also, ignore that wash machine in the background. I just realized that it was doing that. But man, we be having so much stuff in this background at this point.
Last video, we just had
we having so much stuff in the background. At this point, y'all used to it. It comes with the video.
When we finally get professional stuff and get quiet, he be like, man, back when they used to sit at that table and notes and that.
They gonna be like, y'all finally got quiet, silence in there. Oh, y'all improved. Y'all ain't nobody walking by. Y'all ain't talking to somebody.
Hey, don't be lit though.
But I feel like we get desensitized. It's kind of like we don't have a choice. Because it's either drive yourself crazy trying to prove this or deal with it. That's kind of the choices that they give us.
And it ain't no middle ground.
Like it ain't no middle. It's either drive yourself crazy trying to prove this or deal with it. Shut up and deal. And another thing that I be wanting to talk about too is like how the doctors will make us feel like rising stars in the sickle cell community when we don't have as many issues as other people, other warriors. I really don't like that. It be making me feel uncomfortable. And also it's like, stop bragging on me. Because at any moment, all of these... What was Desensitized.
Yeah.
You talked about the bone pain.
Yeah.
The pain scale. Dang, I forgot what I was saying. Exactly what I was saying. But basically, when it comes to the way that we're treated, I kind of feel like it's kind of like we're forced to be desensitized to pain because we are forced to deal with our pain, and because of the way we're treated in the emergency room, in the hospitals and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's a learned behavior.
Yeah, we become desensitized. It's like, because, you know, I've found myself not necessarily bragging about being able to take more pain, but I found myself saying, you know, I can handle this amount of pain. Like, I can handle, like, oh, y'all be going to the hospital. Like, I have friends who have sickle cell who will go to the hospital for certain things that I wouldn't go to the hospital for. And like I said, I've never bragged about it, but I've been like, yeah, I would have stayed home and took care of that. Like, I ain't going to the hospital for that or whatever. And like, I've been in level 8 pain, and I've told them that I was in, they would be like, how high is your pain on the scale? And I'd be like, level 8. And they'd be like, ain't no way I could stay at home in no level 8 pain. And I'm like, I do it all the time. Like, I do that job all the time. I don't go to the hospital. Not in a bragging way, because that's not nothing to brag about. It's actually terrible. But not even just that, but one of the reasons why I don't go to the hospital is because I don't like the hospital. I just don't like it. I don't like the environment. I don't like anything about it. I like to be comfortable in my own bed. Also, because I'm sickening. I don't want to sleep in them people's bed.
You know what I hate?
Stuff.
When I'm sleeping and them niggas come in and they try to feed the person up on you. I'll be like, bro,
yeah, they be touching all up on you while you sleeping. Like, wake me up or something.
Bro, get up off of me, man.
Don't do that.
It's just me. It's just me. No.
You know, I remember one time I was in a hospital and I was so tired because that was that time where they thought I was gonna die. Mm-hmm. And they was coming in my room like they had made me they made me a fall. Remember that? They made me a fall wrist and everything. And I'm confused. Like I ain't even really know what's going on for real. I'm like, they like, girl, you taking this good. You could have been dead. You taking this good. And I'm like, okay. I felt regular. Like when was I about to die? I felt regular. But how are you able to walk around like that? And I think that's why, because we're that myth that black people are able to take more pain than any race of people. It's a myth, but I also feel like there are truths to it. But the reason why we're able to take more pain than other races is because we have been forced to do it, which is what I'm saying here about the desensitization of our pain. We've literally, that has been passed down from our ancestors. Like we've been forced to deal with pain. So that's why we're desensitized to it. And, you know, that whole myth that, you know, we can take, like, you know, go to the hospital and they're like, how you walking around? Like, your hemoglobin is only like 3.5. How are you walking around? Okay. Do you not feel like this? Do you not feel like that? And I'm like, I just got a headache. Like my head really just hurting. And one of my sickle cell friends told me that a lot of the times when your hemoglobin is that low, and when you have a plastic crisis, your bone is not, which means your bone marrow isn't making new blood. Sometimes you're not getting enough blood to your vein where your brain is sending a signal to the rest of your body that you're in pain. So a lot of times you're in pain, but you can't feel it. Yeah, you don't know because of what you're going through or whatever. So that could have been it, because when I started getting that blood, that pain definitely came back. That pain came, but all I had was a headache, a really bad headache, and I just had this bad feeling that if I didn't go to the doctor, I wasn't gonna wake up. I just told my mama, she was like, you want to go to, it was like 12, it was like 11 when I first started like thinking, okay, I don't know, I might need to go to the doctor for these symptoms, because I used to get bad headaches a lot. And I would have to go to the doctor for them a lot. Like I would get them real bad a lot. And I was like, you know, usually, you know, drinking soda, sometimes it'll go away, because they say caffeine helps with that. I don't know what that is. They've never explained to me what it is. But the doctor told me one time, like, you know, whenever you have a headache like that, try a soda, see if that helps. If it doesn't, then come to the hospital, whatever. So a caffeine could be.
That's what I call it.
I mean, it could be, because I feel like we have them a lot and we don't really know. But I didn't even know that until she explained to me, Dr. Johnson, when she told me, she was like, yeah, sometimes the caffeine would help because you don't have enough caffeine in your body or whatever. I'm like, I didn't know that I was supposed to have caffeine in my body at all, because I'm very big on not drinking sodas. Ask him. There was a time where you couldn't get me to drink soda. You can't get me to eat candy like that. All of that has changed. It has since changed. And I was a little kid not doing that stuff. I ain't drinking those because it used to make me sick. The soda used to make me sick. I used to have a crisis over every little thing. So I would stay away from it. But I just had a headache. And they were like, you know, how are you walking around? If it was me, I would have been like this, whatever. So I do believe that they think that we're capable of handling a lot more torture, because that is torture, than most races. So they like, when we do say something hurt, they like, that don't hurt you. You can take it. You can handle it. Be a good girl. Oh yeah, I was talking about how the doctors be praising us.
They do.
Like when you're doing well with a sickle cell, you'll get praise from doctors, and I just don't be feeling. I don't like that feeling, because I kind of feel like you're building me up to take me down. Not they are going to take me down, but you're building me up, and then when I fall down, it's gonna be like, but last month you were doing so well. Like, what happened? So I don't like that. I just be weary about any praise or anything that we get as warriors, because it comes off like I want to use you as the token warrior so everybody can know, or if they do this, that, and the third, they'll be like you, and that's not true. And also, what I'm doing can fail me at some point, and I don't really like the bragging too, because I feel like you're talking up a illness. You talking up me having issues, and it don't do that. Like, even if I'm doing good, I don't even like to celebrate the fact that I'm doing good, because you get sick when you start doing that.
Yep.
And I feel like that is PTSD. It's a form of PTSD. It's anxiety or whatever, because we are always expecting for the other shoe to drop. We could be doing good for a certain amount of time, but we're always expecting something to happen, because it's not normal for us to be doing good. And that is also something that needs to be talked about in our community. But we did talk about that a little bit on the anxiety and depression video. But I feel like we are so used to being in pain and having bad, not so good lab results and stuff like that, that when we do have good days, we be scared. Like, it's scary. It's like, ain't no way I'm gonna be good for this long. Something is gonna happen, type of thing. And I feel like we shouldn't feel like that, but at the same time, it's like that's how what having sickle cell does to you. It's really hard. But yeah, I wanted to do this video because I thought it was important for us to talk about, the desensitization of our pain. And I do feel like it was passed down not only through our ancestors from slavery, but it's also the way that we're treated in the healthcare system. It's kind of forced upon us, and it's sad. But let us know what you think about this topic. Like, what do you want to add? Also, do you have stories to show the fact that you're desensitized to your pain? Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Again, let us know what you think about this topic and our channel. But thanks for watching, and we will see y'all in the next video. Bye.